Try to stream sometime, and you'll see why everybody that streams, the first thing that people see when they start the stream is them going, "Hey, it's working, yeah," because that's how it always goes. It's always like, "Is it working? Is it gonna work this time?" I've seriously been trying to get the stream started for probably a good 10, 15 minutes now. Oh man, audio. The way the audio routing works with Reaper specifically. I notice it with Premiere Pro also, but with Reaper, it'll kind of like hog the audio. So if you start Reaper, you can't expect audio to be used in any other program, be it Chrome or Premiere Pro, anything else. Anything else. It takes the audio device and that's it. That's all you're getting. So trying to get the audio working on this, have Chrome open, and have OBS streaming is a nightmare. But I got it, finally. I also tried to get the little audio streamer thing so you guys could hear better what I'm doing, and it was super laggy, so sorry, not doing that. Although the stream looks like shit. Why is it all blurry? Because I remember I changed it last time trying to get the damn thing to play right. I don't even know if that's like watchable. Oh man, if it's not one thing, it's something else, I swear. Well, let me see the settings. Encoding 25. That doesn't look too out of the ordinary. Downscaling, 30 frames per second, all that good stuff. I don't know why it looks like shit. Yeah, I'm not real sure, actually. My mic's kind of quiet. I know that. Turn that up a little more. A little more. Yeah, maybe that's good. I don't know. If it's quiet, let me know. Ain't no one in here yet anyway, so it's okay. Let me see if I can do... Oops. Come on. No. Never-ending troubles, I swear. I want to open the stream, like the actual stream, so I can see how it's actually looking for you. If I can find where the hell it is. I mean, really? Where do you... Where do you go to click the damn stream? Oh man, I swear. Can we do that? No. Mouse over that. I remember there was a trick to it. Yep, there we go. Jeez. What a pain in the ass. I guess that looks okay. I mean, it's not great. Ooh. And if you full screen it, ooh, it's bad. Well, you're not going to be having to read anything, so I guess it's okay. I don't know. If it's not, let me know. Because that's terrible. Terrible looking. I always try to do stuff in at least full HD, but, you know. Looks like that's what we're going to have to roll with for the moment. So, just like all the other streams you see on here, it's all bullshit for the first 10 minutes, because gotta try to troubleshoot. Oh well, whatever. Anyway, we're gonna write something. I'm thinking B minor, because I was playing around in something B minor the other day. I hope you can hear that. Again, I tried to get the little streamy thing working so you guys could hear it directly, but that was a nightmare. Looks like you guys can hear it some. Trying to turn it up without making it clip. Yeah, that's fine. So, we will... Thinking B minor. Like I said, I was playing around with something in B minor the other day, and it's kind of fun, I guess you could say. I'm in drop D. Usually I play in drop C, but for my Berkeley class, I have to be in standard tuning, and the easiest thing closest to what I usually use, which is drop C, is drop D, and I don't feel like retuning the guitar over and over and over again all the time, so not completely at least. I can do one string. That's okay. So I'm in drop D if you want to play around at home. I'm thinking a B minor to a D. Sounds kind of neat. And that's not a D major. Like the actual progression would technically go like, if this is the one, that would be the 3. Would be D major. Oh, that's an E. I'm sorry. E minor would technically be the 4. This is an E sus2, like that, in drop D. It's kind of your typical like drop D barcode kind of shape. It's what everyone does for a D. So second fret would be an E. Normal barcode thing, or bar chord, if I could talk. So technically that's 1/4, sort of. That would be an E minor. Sus2 doesn't really have a, it's not really a major or minor. It's just kind of whatever. Let me see. I'm going to verify that that's actually, I'm telling you the right thing. I don't want to lie to you. So you go there. And it is, yeah, E sus2. Okay, I was right. Just checking. There is on the J Guitar site. I think I've mentioned it to you guys before. Let me switch over to that real quick. I'll show you what I'm doing, or what I'm using rather. I know it's kind of small, but you should be able to see it, I hope. I know the stream looks like crap. But if you go to J Guitar, you can actually go in there and punch the little radio buttons for the frets that you're hitting, and then hit go, and it'll tell you down here at the bottom what the chords are. Like most chords, it could be named a couple different ways. Just pick whatever works for the most part. It's not an exact science. In this case, E sus2 is what I'm rolling with. So, great resource though. The J Guitar site is awesome. Let me see. Where did my other tab go? There it is. They have scales, chord shapes. Obviously, there's a harmonizer where if you're playing a couple chords and you're like, what scale would this fit in? You can actually hand jam it into the harmonizer thing, chord to scale or vice versa, scale to chord, and it'll spit out appropriate things to play around with. Great songwriting tool, highly recommended. jguitar.com. One of the main reasons I started using it actually was for that chord namer thing. That, and you can actually custom tune. So if you're looking at a scale, it doesn't have to be in standard tuning. You can actually go in, like I use kind of a weird tuning, you know, drop D down a step is a little bit odd. Drop D is in here. It's in most little tools like this where you can go in and, you know, tell it, hey, I'm in drop D, and it'll be like, okay, cool. Well, this one, you can actually go in and make the strings whatever the hell you want them to be, which is very cool, very flexible. And then every scale and chord and everything, it'll like transpose all the chord shapes for you and everything. It's awesome. And the other really, really good songwriting tool that I use all the time is, I don't even know what it's really, just guitars, chords, scales, and more. I don't know. guitar-chords.org.uk is awesome. Let me switch over to that so you can see a really awful, really awful image of it. Hopefully you can at least make sense of it. Of course, yeah, that's it. Okay. Yeah, there it is. So, I don't know exactly why it's like. Let me see something here. It's battling me, like usual. Okay, so you go there. Oops. Go away. OBS, for as amazing as it is, especially for its price, being free, it is quite a finicky bitch. Hey, there we go. I got it. Okay, cool. So this is guitar-chords.org.uk. It's awesome. Major key chords, minor key chords. So, like I said, we're going to fart around in B minor. You can hit B minor or any other, and then if you hit major, it'll go to obviously your major progressions and intervals. But we're going to stick with B minor. So B minor is the 1, lowercase. There's different ways of notating, which interval in the scale a chord is. This is the one that I kind of like. I think they call it jazz. I don't really remember. There's Nashville notation. There's like 3 or 4 different kinds. This is kind of the one that you'll see most common. Uppercase means major, like that. Lowercase means minor, like that. So in case you guys don't know this, when you harmonize a scale, C major scale, it's always easiest to start with because there are no sharps or flats. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. All right. The 1 is major. 2 and 3 are minor. 4 and 5 are major. 6 and 7, well, 6 is minor. 7's a little weird. It's diminished. You don't really see that a whole lot in common music, and minor 7, flat 5 kind of sounds like poop. Just ask Adam Neely. You don't really see that a whole lot, so don't worry about that. You could kind of ignore that for now. So if you're gonna play like a simple 1-4-5, like the end all be all, you hear it everywhere kind of progression thing, you got C, right? And then, oh, I'm not tuned for this. Gotta tune normal sometimes. I mean, I could have played a G anywhere, but for familiarity's sake, do like the open cowboy chord kind of thing. Like that. For a C, and then a G, like that, right? That's your 5, and then an F major will be your normal bar chord. So that's your 1-5-4-5 kind of thing. You hear it all over the place. That's what they're talking about. When you hear about progressions, 1-4-5, any of that kind of goofy things. The Axis of Awesome, for instance, did that video about 1-4-5. I think it's 1-4-5. And 1-5-4-6, whatever the I don't remember exactly what it was, but they're talking about this because it's used in a billion different songs. A billion songs. And it will continue to be used in a billion songs forever and eternity, and it's very, very flexible. Move the key around, change a different scale. Yeah, fun for days. So in a minor key, because you start on a minor, it's a minor chord, obviously. You kind of just shift everything. Really, really easy way to teach major versus minor. I'm going to cheat a little. Okay, so you got, yeah, there we go. C major, its relative minor is A minor. So you see C major, no sharps or flats, right? A minor, no sharps or flats. All you do to find the relative minor of any major scale is you go backwards 1, 2. It's technically a step and a half or 3 semitones. So A, if you go forward 3 semitones, you're at A, right? You go A sharp, B flat, B, C, C major, and go backwards to do the opposite. Not rocket science. Pretty simple. It's good stuff. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. So B minor, start with the minor chord. Of course, you don't have to start with the 1 if you don't want. I'm just kind of doing that because I forgot I'm tuned different. Good old tunings. That sounded awesome, didn't it? Hope you guys couldn't hear that. It was bad. Real bad. Turn that up a little so you can hear it. Yeah, you should be able to hear it better. Okay. Anyway, those are the songwriting tools that I use. They are awesome, awesome, awesome. I will actually hand jam them in the little description thing down here for you, so you can use them and write amazing songs on your own. So you go, get rid of that so you're not in drop D. Copy. Alright. J guitar, and then my dogs are freaking out. And then guitar chords. There we go. Did it save? Did it save? All changes saved. Okay, so hopefully now you can see that. I don't know. So if you need those, they're there. Very awesome, helpful things. And get rid of that. We're going to go back to... Go away. Go back to Reaper. Sweet. Okay. Seems to be playing along a little bit. Sorry, I'm reading something. I really wish they would shut up. All right, so anyway. So for tempo, I tend to not play very fast, like tempo-wise usually. I find that even if a tempo's at, 60, if you do double time that, it's 120. You can do quad, so on and so forth. So just because the tempo is kind of slow doesn't mean it's actually slow. Again, it's all about how you divide it up. If you're playing whole notes at 60, then yeah, it's gonna be pretty damn boring. But if you do, like, watch, 60, come here, click. So that's slow as shit, right? Slow as shit, right? Well, if you do quarter notes, if I could do it. Whatever. You get the point. It doesn't have to be slow. So I usually tend to keep the tempo kind of low, if nothing else at all, just because the click track's annoying as shit. When it's super fast, it's like, going crazy in your ear. It's kind of annoying. I do want it a little faster than that, though. So let's do, I don't know, whatever, 80. And let's play this. Wrong. E, not D, damn it. I do want that a little bit faster. And let's do 100. Okay, so that's something. We're gonna do the good old cheat trick thing here that I showed you guys last time. Copy pasta. Okay, that'll work. If you hold shift in Reaper and drag, it'll like bypass the snap to temporarily. It's kind of handy sometimes, especially for doing stuff like this that doesn't quite line up. So the problem with that, though, is that now it's going to overhang a little bit after every other one if you don't fix it. So you have to fix it. Like that. So back out. Hold control when you click, and it'll duplicate. I just want something to goof off over for a minute, so that'll work fine. Now, again, we're in B minor, so to do any lead or anything like that, one place to start would be B minor. Whip out your B minor scale. Again, I use the J guitar as a reference. I don't really need it usually, but I usually have it open just because, why not? Let's change change the tone up a little. New track. I didn't duplicate it there like I usually do, but that's alright. So, I want something. Let me see. We're going to go to. Where is my verby thing? There it is. Turn that bad boy down. Jeez. Now it's down too much. Never good, right? Yeah, let's goof off. Ah. Why not, right? Oh, that wrong note. Oh, it's so bad. Let me see. There it is. Get rid of that atrocity. If I could quit, it's like right there, just like in the last little take, quote unquote. I hit the wrong note, like in the same damn spot. Yeah, I get points for consistency, right? If anyone's messaging me, I'm sorry, I'm not looking. It says 2's watching. I think one of them's me. So if someone else is there, hi. Let me see. Actually, let's try something. Let's close that and see if it goes down to 1. No, not yet. I don't know. Whatever. If there's someone there, hi, I love you. So, where did it go? I want to do a little bit of EQ. I don't think you guys are going to be able to hear a difference really, but it's kind of, it's a little bit raspy. There it is. Anyway. Oh. I don't know. I liked part of that. Okay, you shut up. We're gonna expand on this a little bit. Let's do like that, and I'm gonna do auto punch. If you right click on the record button, click record mode, time selection, whatever you select time-wise, like meow, it'll auto punch. Hence the name, auto punch. Otherwise, it'll overdub and create a new take, which is handy sometimes, but sometimes you don't want that shit. Like right now, I don't want that shit. Gotta go back to the other one. I'm using the Line 6 Pod HD edit thing. Here, I'll show you. It's going to be really small on the screen. Oops. Properties. I wish they made this easier to change freaking windows, but they don't. So this connects to my HD 500X. It's on the floor via USB, and then you can change all your patches and tweak things and everything without having to like sit on the floor and twiddle knobs and whatnot. It makes life a lot easier. So you got effects tab where you can go in here and do all your reverbs are always red. I don't know why. Line 6 just decided that reverb is red. Chorus modulation is blue. Dynamic stuff is yellow. I don't know. Delays are always green. It's nice they color coded things. Where they got the colors from, I have no idea. But whatever works. And then amps, you can go in here, pick your different amps, and turn your quote unquote knobs, cabs, mics, all that stuff. Mixer. Set your foot controllers to do whatever. Set lists I actually don't use. I've never really even messed with it. Yeah. I've never even clicked that button actually. I usually just access them over here. One thing this doesn't do that I wish it did, like I use user 3 is kind of like where I made all my little presets and stuff. As you can see, there's a metric ass ton of space for stuff. I wish it would, because they're all in blocks of 4 where you can hit the buttons on the, A, B, C, D to switch if you want it that way. I wish I could use the ones, copy the ones that I use all the time. Like here's my Verby one. I wish I could copy that. Well, I can. I can copy from inside this set list, user 3. I can copy down into a new block along with any other in here. But I can't copy, as far as I know, from another set list into that set list. And I wish I could. There may be a way. I don't know. I Googled around a little bit looking for a way to do it and didn't find anything. So I don't know. For now, I just go back and forth. It's not that big of a deal. Sounds pretty good. So back to Reaper. Gotta click 15 freaking things to go back and forth. So let me see. We got B minor, right? E minor would be 5. Yeah, there we go. So that's let me see. E minor would be the 4 rather. Sorry. So that's 4-3. Kind of a random progression, but whatever. So let's see if I can do this without screwing it up. Did I do it first try? Copied it down there because I wanted to be able to adjust the volume separately because it was a little bit louder. So, oh, and if you have auto punch on and you don't have anything selected, it'll just record like normal. It'll just record when you hit record. How's that flow? Does that flow all right? Sort of. Eh. So that would be like a chorusy sort of thing, sort of. So I think this is 8 bars. Yep. And then this should be 8. Yep. Not that you have to write in, you know, multiples of 4, but I do usually. So let me see. Yeah. Now I want to do like a. I'll stay on that one. Sure, why not? I want to do like a. Up. G major. Yeah. I mean, or I could do. That's an A, technically. Which would be the 7. That's a G. That's a sus2 thing, though. You do just like a power chord. That's one thing they teach you in the harmony class I'm in. The 4 chord colors. You got major, generally speaking, is happy. Minor, generally speaking, is sad. A 7 chord or a dominant chord is tends to be a little bit jazzy, sort of. And then you have power chords, which are just, you know, root and a fifth, sometimes an octave, which aggressive or, you know, whatever you want to call it, however it feels to you. But those are the 4 chord colors, the basics. Kind of useful info. I never really thought of it that way until that class. I mean, I knew major and minor, happy, sad, but other than that, I was like, kind of interesting. So if you go major or minor major to a power chord, you could even do like the GA, or I can put whatever the hell that is. It's an octave of the 5th, so it's still a power chord. Looks like that. 5, 5, 5, 7. In this case, so you got G, D, G, D. Yeah. So you go like this. You can do that weird sus thing there. I think it's like a sus4. You do 5, 5, 7, like that. It gets that real weird, like, kind of dissonant weirdness. I like it. I use it all the time. In a standard tuning, you're going to be doing like a kind of hand stretched at 3, 5, 7 to get that same voicing. And then if you bar the first fret, or your first finger rather, and do the same fingering, but you put your middle finger down here, a fret up on the B string, you get like a really weird, like, I don't know, fun to mess around with. Kind of a weird chord. I don't even know what the hell that is. Fuck if I know. But I kind of like that. So let's do that. I screwed it up. It's alright, the recording ended anyway because I didn't highlight enough space. Go. Come on. That way. There we And I think this actually... Oh, maybe I like that a little better. That's just G. Sus 4, Sus 2, whatever the hell it is. Yeah, let's try it. How does that... Wait a minute, hold on. Because see, that kind of starts again. You know what? Get rid of this. Go away. Let's just do it all in one take. I can do it. Maybe. Ah! I gotta turn a click on too. Do you even guitar, bro? Jeez. Very well. Let's see how that... Does that work? Looks pretty good. Ugh! Bad. Real bad flow. Bad. Helps if you start the right damn time. Helps if you play in time too. Does indeed. Starts goofy. So we're gonna go like this. Gonna cheat a little bit, like I usually do. You know how I roll. It's all in fun. It's just songwriting. We ain't making the next hit single. I'm not Adele. Go away. How's that? Well, I mean, that kind of worked. So what I'm going to do is punch it. Well, hold on. I got to figure out where the hell I'm at. Whatever. So we're going to go like this and take. Cropped active take. This one, same thing. This one, same thing. Get rid of all that garbage. Yay. So far we have that beginning is awful. It like lopped off the beginning, or I started too soon, or both. That'll work. We're gonna Control Shift T. Oops, never mind. Go away. Control Alt Shift T. That's what it is. Alt Shift T. Yay. If I wanted to be real neurotic about it, I would drag this down to a new track and adjust the volume, but I don't care. Because that's a little bit louder, but whatever. Again, all in fun, just goofing off. Let me see here. Stream's still going, so that's good. Still looks like shit. That's not good. But, you know, it is what it is, I guess. So, go back and change my tone. Yeah, maybe this one. Maybe I'll try this tone. Again, kind of raspy. This one kind of sounds better if you roll the volume down. Maybe the tone a little too. Which pickup? I don't know, do I like that? A little more volume. Yeah, that'll work. It's awfully quiet. Go back and change my tone. That one turned out not to work too well. Let me see. What is this one? What the hell is that? That's a weird sound. It's loud. Jeez. Delay for days. Dear God, go away. I'm going to change the reverb. It was on spring. Now it's on cave. Oh my God, delay. Stop. I do tend to like the cave reverb a whole lot better than any other reverb on this thing. Not so much on this tone. But like the verby one that I use usually, this is the cave reverb. It just sounds better, I think. I think. I don't know. I could be wrong. Fail. Fail, 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 fail. Yeah, it could have worked, but that wasn't what I meant to do. Aw, come on now. I swear I can play guitar. I swear I can. Sort of. Keep fucking up. And that's why I have it open for reference, because sometimes I forget where the hell I'm at. I meant to do that, I swear. I didn't really. Fail, 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 fail. See, that kind of, it almost sounds like it changes key right there. I mean, it doesn't. But that's a E. Need to change position. Do the beginning part down here. And then for that part, yeah, something like that. I don't know. Let's see. See if we can make something coherent. Okay. I kind of like that. So, put that down for a second. Shut up. So, what I would usually do is, well, first let me get that out of the way. There we go. I would usually double track this and make it like real, not just me throwing something down real quick. Maybe do drums first, but I absolutely hate programming drums. It is my least favorite thing to do ever. I need to get a drum kit and just freaking set up a mic in the room. There's a killer video by a dude named Ben Jones. He did it on Andertons. Let me dig it up for you guys. I'll put the link in the description of the video for you guys because it is amazing. But look at look at dude's drum kit. It's like a bass drum, a snare, and a hi-hat. And he rocks it. It's amazing. So you definitely don't need a ton of, a massive kit to make it happen. Shit, I closed that damn window. Can I get it back? Maybe. Haha. Nice. So I will put the link in there. There you go. Gotta check that out. It's such a killer video. Great song. Dude seems like a really cool dude too. I saw some other videos of his. He seems like a pretty cool dude. There's another song of his. There's 2 songs on YouTube that I found of like his little band thing from the EP that he mentions in the video. Really, really good. You gotta check it out. It's so good. But yeah, anyway, the drummer has a little like 2-piece drum kit with a hi-hat. And he murders it. It's so awesome. I need to get something like that. I don't have the room for a full giant, drum kit kind of thing. Not to mention drums are loud as shit. I can kind of deal with that, but it's more of a space issue than anything else. I need to get a little drum kit like him and just do my own drums because I hate programming them. It's a nightmare sitting there on a piano roll, just double clicking shit makes me want to pull my hair out. And I don't have enough to pull out, so yeah, terrible. I would usually double track that, make it real, and then do the chorus. In this case, I may leave clean. I don't know. Might do a distorted, like, texture guitar. Sometimes when I record, I'll do, like, the usual left and right, panned, hard left, right guitars. And then I'll have one center, kind of quiet, just in a different tone, to kind of add a little bit of flavor, a little bit of spice, if you will. I don't do that all the time, but that might be something that in this case would sound good. I don't know. I don't really plan on expanding on this a whole lot. It was just kind of a fun, hey, let's sit around and do some things kind of video. I'm out to write a hit video. Although, if you ever sit down with the intentions of writing something awesome, you probably won't. You tend to do good stuff when you don't try. At least I do. I don't know. Maybe you're different, but I tend to do interesting stuff when I'm not trying to do anything at all. I'm just sitting there goofing off, and something will catch my ear, and I'll be like, "Ooh." Twyla Tharp, in her book, calls it scratching. Scratching is when you just kind of goof off. Basically, you keep your ear peeled for good stuff and mess around, and as soon as you find something, then you build upon it. That's what I tend to try to do, is just goof off and keep an ear for something that's neat. I was doing that at work one day, and yes, I keep a guitar under my desk because my job is amazing. But I was actually messing around on that at work and wrote the song I released recently. Let me see, new project, tab, there we go. Open, yes, I have a metric ass ton of projects, many projects. I think it's this project. But I was actually messing around when I wrote, oh god, now it's going to take 15 minutes to load. This project I used Bias on. See my other videos regarding Bias effects. Great sounding plugin, really good plugin, but it didn't work for me. It was broken. It might even do it for you live. I don't know. I leave it installed because some of my previous projects that I recorded using it obviously still use it, so if I uninstalled it, my projects would be broken. And I'm not doing that. So I just leave it installed. I don't use it anymore. It's just for when I go back to projects like this. But I actually wrote this. Why can I not hear you? What are you doing? Oh, I think it's coming out my headphones. No. Did I mention the audio on this shit? Huge pain in the ass. Why can I hear it? Oh, there it goes. That's freaking weird. But yeah, I wrote. Where is it? Is it this one? Nope. This one? Nope. I'll find it eventually. Yeah, that. Yeah. I don't know if you can hear that or not. It's kind of quiet. As you can see, the weird guitar filler. Yeah. I tend to do odd little tasty bits here and there. Let me see. Where is the one main part though? I think this might be an old version of the song actually. Now that I think about it. Just judging by the name. Is it this? Maybe? No. Yeah, this is an old version, definitely. Because that bass tone does not sound right at all. Plus, it's not what I played when I released the song. So, what the hell? I don't know what the hell that is. Yes, I tend to name my projects just random garbage. I do that a lot. When I was working on the other day, I saw a CD on my desk, so I named it CD. Where is it? CD. Oh, you can't see this. Never mind. Where did the damn... I don't know where that project went. Because it's not those other two. I don't know what the hell those other two were. I know it's got like super random. I'm sorry. No one's watching anyway, so it's okay. Yeah, the bias though sounded great when it worked, but not only did it not work, it takes forever to load. Forever to load. So long. Drives me crazy, man. Is this it? Yeah, there it is. It's right in front of me the whole damn time. That's a song I released probably like 6 months ago now. Um, I'll put a link in the description if you guys want to check it out. But I actually wrote that at work. Again, scratching, just goofing around, playing something, and I started playing that in drop C. It's C minor to a D major, and I was like, ooh, or a B flat major rather. I was like, ooh, that's kind of cool. And then I played the G and G sharp, and that's what the chorus is. Well, that's what the whole song is really, but because up here it's just that same progression arpeggiated. Same chords, but the whole song is just that. The backing for, where is it? The backing for the solo is actually a little bit different. God, that sounds awful. That's just what is that? C minor to a B flat major to a G sharp major, and then back to B flat, I think. Something like that. I don't remember. I know how to play it. I don't know what notes are. But yeah, that's the only change. The rest of the song's all the same. So I started playing that little thing, and oh, that's what. Okay. See how it's auto muted? I kept overlooking the chorus because I saw it was muted. When I was looking for the chorus a minute ago, I was like, where the hell is it? Well, it was muted because it's auto muted. This is what happens with bias. You saw it wasn't playing. It just immediately, poof. It'll go to, like, let's see if I can get it to unmute. 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 See, it won't. You have to turn the effects off, unmute it. It went to plus 640.7 decibels. That's a lot of decibels. But that's what bias does. It'll just, like, nothing will be playing. Sometimes the track won't even be armed or anything. It'll just be sitting there, and it'll immediately go off the charts and auto mute the track, and it won't unmute unless you disable it. Now, if I re-enable it, sometimes it'll just immediately auto mute again. Yeah, see? So that's why they ended up refunding me, because it's completely just useless. I can't use it at all. That time it went up to positive 587 decibels. I know you guys can't see it because the video is all blurry and shitty looking, but that's what it does. That's why I got bias refunded. You just saw it live. I don't know why it does it, but it sucks. Because it really did sound good. It was a great plugin. I kind of miss going DI. Like, I have an amp and a pedal and stuff now. I miss going DI and using VSTs because it's so much more flexible. Really, really flexible. Which has its own pros and cons in and of itself. You tend to kind of spend a lot of time just tweaking virtual knobs and stuff instead of playing, but that's kind of fun in and of itself, but it can definitely impede your creativity a bit at times. Super flexible though. I do miss being able to just click a different thing and go back to whatever. But it is what it is. You know, yeah. See, you can't do anything with it. Fucking useless. So, moral of the story: always play. Keep playing. Don't sit down and try to write something awesome. Just play. Just goof off. That's what I do. That's why I started doing these live streams, because it's like, I do this shit all the time anyway. Might as well stream it for anybody that would want to watch. You just got to keep an ear out for things that you could build upon. Things that could be interesting. I'm not really looking to spend all day in here writing right now, which I'll probably end up doing anyway, that's kind of what tends to happen. You find something and it's like, ooh, okay, cool. And then you know, next 6 hours is gone. You're like, shit, oops. But you have a song, so it's kind of cool. I will probably tweak this a little bit so it sounds kind of decent-ish. I might expand on it a little. I don't know. Maybe I will turn it into something. I don't know. Whatever I end up doing with it, I will put it on my SoundCloud if you want to hear what it actually sounds like. I know the audio isn't real good because you're just kind of picking up little fragments through my mic since the streamy thing that I had didn't work right, and you know, that whole nightmare. But I'll put the actual MP3 on SoundCloud if you want to check it out. My SoundCloud's already in the link. Check out some of the other crap I've done if you want. In the meantime, though, have a good one. I'm going to go eat breakfast since I haven't eaten anything today and my stomach's starting to growl. So it's been grand. It's been fun. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, blah, blah. You know the drill. All that happy horse shit. So on and so forth. Later.